want to do is talk about writer's block again and how it relates to drawing. It's the same thing. I've heard lots of artists say, I don't know, I'm in a rut, I'm in a funk. I don't know what to draw. I don't know where to begin. And I've even had those thoughts before. So totally shift how you think about that. And realize it's more about the overwhelming amount of things you can draw. Like, for example, if you go outside, like I am right now, and you look around you, there's probably thousands of things that are right in your view. Like right now I see a house, a fence, a yard, cacti, shingles, roofing, ventilation systems, windows, cracked asphalt, fences, leaves, power lines, telephone poles, wires, mountains, clouds, the sky, a schoolyard, a field, a sprinkler that's turned on, a truck, stoplights, a crosswalk signal, a fire hydrant, a curb, stones and rocks in the ground, in the gutter, yard sale signs, street signs, cinder block walls, campers, a pickup truck, tires, a grill, headlights, a Ford logo, a no trucks entering sign, garbage receptacles, windows, an air conditioning unit, a camera, a bicycle, my hands, blue jeans, tennis shoes, a bike chain, a bicycle frame, tires, a license plate, a metal structure to put pipes on in the back of a utility truck, palm trees, a Buick, a Cadillac, birds flying, birds sitting, street lights. Anyway, I can go on and on and on and look at what I'm looking at and say what I'm looking at. Go draw any of that. It doesn't matter what it is even. At this point, you're not drawing anything anyway. So forget about art. Art can come maybe later. Art might emerge in these sketches you do. It might not. It might just be sketches. Not everything you do has to be it. Not everything you draw or paint has to be the painting. It has to be the one. It's either perfect or I can't do it. That's such bullshit. When you go out and you try to become good at anything, you're going to mess up. It's just the way it is. It's just life in general. You can't do something perfectly the first time. You can't. It's impossible. To think otherwise is stupid. You have to do something a lot and in massive amounts. You have to draw a lot. Most of the drawings I've ever done in my life are awful. To some people, they're like, oh wow, that's so good. No, it's not. Most of the stuff I've ever drawn, in totality, sketches, paintings, anything, has been very mediocre to bad. Do you think I show people all of my drawings? No way, hell no. I would never do that. Do you think that most artists also show people everything they do? Maybe some do, but I would say most of them don't. Do you enter your worst pieces in a juried art contest? No. Do you want your coffee table book of your artwork to have some of your worst sketches and drawings? Hell no, you don't. People destroy artwork they've done because they don't want anybody to discover it. Same thing with musicians. They recorded absolute crap. They want no one to know it even existed or hear it. they destroy it immediately, or later they destroy it. Because people have a way of finding these things. Be like that. Realize that that's how it is. You see it that way, it ain't that hard to draw anymore. There's so much to draw, it's ridiculous. Look at, I just went another eighth of a mile, or however long I went. There's different stuff. There's railroad tracks, barbed wire, these factory stacks. I'm going to take the camera off and turn it around, and you can see what's in my vicinity. I mean, look at these pipes and just all kinds of stuff. There's like railroad tracks, stoplights, somebody walking. There's, you know, all kinds of wires. And these, where the hell is the zoom on this thing? I can't even find my own camera's control. Oh, here it is. Look at me go tighter into these things. Those are pretty cool. I mean, look at that. It's just wheeling. Look at this. Like, you can make a composition of this. It isn't like it has to be an art piece in a gallery. Just draw it. Draw anything. Draw anything and everything. Just start drawing. If it's perfect, then great. If it's not, then who cares? You have to have kind of a who cares attitude about this. We go across the street. At some point, you're going to have to really, really not judge yourself and be so hard on yourself and make this some big deal. It's not a big deal. It's just making strokes of lines. That's all you're doing. And eventually it forms the shape of something familiar. That's all that it is. You can fill in the tone and the lighting later. Just start by drawing anything. Most things out in society and the world are all line-based. Look at all these power lines and poles and buildings and street lights. Cars are just nothing but boxes and lines. In fact, you can do an abstraction. You can just draw a bunch of lines. Draw them in the relative proportion to each other in what you're looking at, and just do that. Do anything to get loosened up. Anything. The problem you're having is that you're too tight. You're holding on to something. You're frightened. You're scared shitless of life. It's just drawing. Who cares? In fact, draw a bunch of lines, sketch some crap, and throw it away. Burn it. Do whatever ritual you have to do to break out of this paralysis by analysis. Every drawing you do is not going to be good. That's just the way it is. Accept it and do it. Thank you.